Powering up essential systems. Booting root C/audio logs. Reviewing previous data cells. Repairing audio files.
Out the window, even if the car's being towed.
It's smart in a way, but in another way it's not.
May need to do some reconnaissance first. The coolest cucumber in the bunch, I think.
Some of those radioactive deer that are running around.
Gregor isn't too sure at this exchange.
But then again, I have seen food trees before.
So hold your horses there. We just wanted to know if this fine-looking city's taken any new recruit. I didn't really mean it. He can help.
My grandfather is dying.
They see like, oh hey, he's putting the gun away. He must be not armed.
We use a quality 8-589.
This is my kind of people. I already have a name like you.
Hi.
You are Dr. Agnes Dice. Hello, my name is International 3-6854. We will be helping you to acclimate to this community.
Now just keep all of my clothes on.
I appreciate the commitment to doing the T-pose on this audio medium.
You'll notice I selectively said that I brought good news. Hope I don't roll a 3 again.
Hot unless you
That's
have...
-1, so it's a 6. I fail.
I also got a 6.
I think all of us have come not to bring peace but a sword. Because I want to help one of them, but I assume that since it's all happening at once, I can't help both.
Okay, well, I'm just going to put that up to a die roll.
Evens.
Yep. Okay, you call evens? We got a 4. Okay, so you were closest to Rex. So that is the conversation that you will understand.
Okay, so as I hear this kind of flop of a lie, I just like lean over to the door and say, "Oh, Rex, did you tell her about your kidney stones?"
I have kidney stones. They hurt a lot.
Okay, Rex, remind me of what you rolled. Did you roll a 6?
I need a roll
On the
for that
lie?
help.
Well, yeah, I want to see if it's even possible for you to help, or whether you're just speaking.
Yeah, I rolled a 7, but it was -1.
Okay, cool. So yes, so Bravo, you can roll to help, and if you succeed, then he will make the roll.
Okay. I rolled a 6, but it's +3 with Rex, so 9.
Perfect. Okay, so let's see. So you got on a 10 plus, you take +2. On a 7 to 9, they take +1. On a miss, prepare for the worst. So you added 1 to their roll.
Perfect.
That moves Rex up from a 6 to a 7. So a partial success on his fibbing. International hears this and looks at you, Rex, and she says, "Well, I wish you would have told me up front, but I can understand that you are coming here for medical treatment and to be a part of this community. We will keep you here in the examination area until your kidney stones pass to help you through with that. And after that point, we will keep you in. We will set you into the community, and you can go find housing and work at that point." Okay.
Thank you. I just want to live a happy, healthy life and help where I can.
Okay, that is what we can do. Okay, so with that, we have the results for Rex and we have the results for Bravo. Gregor, you're in a bit of a bind too, though.
Just a bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your examiner said she was going to go out and speak with her manager, which happens to be international. So, Dr. Dice, when you get back from filing Bravo's paperwork at the front desk, you see international and this other woman speaking. They're discussing the man that this woman Unity is examining is not. She doesn't think that he's speaking truthfully when he talks about coming to this community of his own free will and coming peacefully. They're discussing what they're going to do. What do you do?
So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna walk up to him and say, not that I was overhearing or anything, but I couldn't help but listen. That you don't think one of them is being truthful.
The woman who is examining Gregor goes, yes, that is Exactly. True.
Well, if they all came together, maybe he didn't come on his own free will and on the behest of, the one that I was helping. I was talking to him a little bit, and he was talking about how they were traveling together. And the man that you were helping apparently just really didn't want to be here. But he begrudgingly came at, like I said, the behest of, my patient.
And she looks at you and says that may be the case, but we only allow people into this community who want to be here. And if he did not come of his own free will, then we are not comfortable with letting him in here.
Sure that with time he will want to be here. Think about how great our community is and how united we are. I think that, and hear me out, we just give him a little time. I would hate to see some people who want to be part of the collective get separated from others who didn't, because they just don't know how wonderful we are here.
The woman that was examining Gregor, she looks like she's about to say something and keep in line, but International speaks up first. She says, well, if this is what you think, then I believe it is something that we can do. You are right. Sometimes people take time to understand that this is the right way and that this is the higher purpose that we all must serve.
Absolutely. And I know that I haven't been here for long, but it just makes me know that I am part of this wonderful community we have here. And so
darling, I'm
still learning. We still getting there. We will, though. We will.
Well, we are okay with this, but I'm not sticking out our neck. If you wish to sponsor him, then you will do so. We all know the risks. It is dangerous, and so.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, International. We really appreciate it. And if anything happens, the blame is here.
It is Wee's pleasure. Okay, and so with that, Gregor, you get passed through. Rex, you are escorted to a different part of the building where you can pass your kidney stones in relative. You can pass your kidney stones far away that everyone else isn't going to hear you screaming. But
I'm so sorry. I tried to help.
Work dice. Well done.
Yeah. So what?
Oh, Matthew, don't forget to mark experience.
Oh, yes. Everyone if you've rolled stats that you've been highlighted, don't forget to mark experience for every time you've done that.
Oh, it's just if we roll it, not if we pass it?
Correct.
Oh, heck yes.
And also,
Thank
if
goodness.
you fail.
We fail it, and if we roll it. At what point do we level up? Is it the end of the session?
You level up once you hit 5, and so that can happen instantly.
Cool. Well, I am leveled up.
Oh, wow. Already?
Awesome. Yeah. So you can take advancements whenever you'd like.
Perfect.
I think we're going to follow Dice, Gregor, and Bravo. So the two of you have passed. Well, I guess all three of you have been accepted into the community. What do each of you do?
Where do we get our fancy new names?
Okay, so in that case, the two of you, Bravo and Gregor, you walk outside of the medical examination center, and you find Equality. He's been waiting for you outside, and he says, we are very glad to see that you two have been able to join the community. What happened to your friend?
Oh, Kiwi had some kidney stones, and Kiwi needs to wait in the medical facility while Kiwi passes them. Is that right? Am I doing it?
You can just refer to him as he. He doesn't need to be a Hiwi.
Okay. Great.
Alrighty. Well, we will go and get you your new names. He leads you two through town. He points out certain things as you go, and so via doing that, I'm going to drop an updated map into the chat. I'll mark it as spoilers if you want to, keep some secrecy, Rex. But so as you're walking through town, equality, he points out things to you. He goes, "Oh yes, this is like these are our centers for production. This is where our this is where this facility is, and this is where that facility is." He is leading you through town, and you end up at what's building. You end up at a large building. It's 3 stories tall, and it's very nice. And equality goes, "This is where our leader resides. You may or may not meet him at some time. His name is Equality 0-0001. He is our guardian, the guardian of Ufank. He is a wonderful man. He has just been so intelligent in leading us and getting us to the place where we are now." And he leads you around to the side of the building. He says his home. He's been so generous to open his home as also the place where our government runs its business. And there's a little panel in the side wall he brings you to. This is where we will register you as members of the community. And it
All right.
you roll up to it, you walk up to it, and it's a repurposed slot machine.
Sweet.
And so he goes and he tells you that anytime someone comes to Ufank and is accepted by the community, they are brought here and they pull the lever for their new name.
Okay.
Everyone is
Gregor.
equal. They have the same random chance of getting a stupid name as anyone else.
Gregor eagerly pulls the lever.
Okay. What prefix would you like? I can give you the numbers really easy, but I've only got like equality built in as the name. Because there's things like equality, collective, unity, liberty.
I feel like Gregor should be cosmopolitan.
Okay. Great.
Okay, so I'm gonna regret doing all these numbers for names. You are Cosmopolitan 9-7589.
I don't even remember my number, and you just gave it to me.
9-7589.
All right, got it.
Don't worry, it's probably more important for me to remember your name than you. So,
I go, but I pull the lever to the left.
okay, it does not function. Equality looks at you and says, "Why don't you just try again? I'm sure you'll get it."
Is there a coin I'm supposed to put in?
No,
Okay.
we've disabled that.
Okay, I pull the lever.
Okay, what prefix do you choose?
Can I have everybody?
Sure. Okay, you are everybody 7-1082. Alrighty, cool. After this, the equality, what he does is he points you. Well, he leads you up north to the housing district of the community, and says, "This is where you will be staying as you work and help this community to become as good as it can be. I will introduce you to the housing supervisor that you will be under." And he takes you to the like the office of what looks like a warehouse. And you can see through the windows of this office. The warehouse has been converted into kind of like a military bunker room. You know, you've got just lots of beds. Each bed has a chest, like a sea chest kind of thing at the foot of it, so you can store your work clothes and whatnot. And Equality knocks on the door, and he hears a voice that tells him to come in, and you enter the office of one Unity 9-4080, housing coordinator for your bunk room.
I can't wait to get to my kidney stone passing arc.
So Equality, he speaks to Unity and says, "Unity, these are 2 of our newest additions to the community. This is Cosmopolitan 9789, and this is everybody 7-1082. And Unity stands up from their desk and approaches and says, "Well, hello there. I'm very glad that we are able to make acquaintance."
Is Unity played by George Takei?
Sure. Who's that?
It is from classic Star Trek.
We are just so grateful to be here. We thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get a hang of it, and it is truly Wee's pleasure. Now we must get you set up. we will find you some bunks and some adequate space, and after that we will the day is getting on. We will introduce you to your work in the morning. But for now, we'll get you settled in.
We is so excited to go to work for this wonderful collective of wees.
Perfect. And with that, we crossfade over to our friend with a kidney stone.
Oh boy.
Okay,
I've been assuming I don't actually have kidney stones, and that was just a lie.
I mean, that's up to you, I guess. Could have been a lie. Could have been.
I don't have kidney stones.
Alrighty. Rex, you're in one of the back rooms. You have a bed that you are lying on. There's a like a little like coat hook or like a chair that you've been asked to like put your I presume you have some sort of outer coat or something. You've been asked to like shuck that, and so you're just as comfortable as you could be. After that, your nurse left you to suffer and pass this kidney stone. So what do you do?
Is there like a bathroom or?
Oh, most definitely. They're not just going to expect you to like. There's not a bucket in the corner. They have some facilities.
Is it like a functioning toilet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and just start pretending to yell. Ah. Oh, yep. Yep. Those. Oh, yep. There's some. Mm. And then after standing around for another few seconds after that, he flushes the toilet. Just, yep. That's done. I don't think Rex even probably knows what kidney stones are. And he leaves.
When you say leaves, do you mean just the bathroom, or do you try to leave the whole compound?
The latter, yeah. He was put in here to pass him, and he's
okay. So you're free to try and leave. How do you do that?
go through the door.
Okay. So you head back towards the front of the building, and you encounter the all the nurses are busy, but you encounter the man at the front desk who looks at you very surprised and says, "Didn't you just came in here with kidney stones like not 20 minutes ago?"
You know, it went fast. It's been in a lot of pain, and yeah.
Okay, I guess you'll definitely need to manipulate this sucker.
Gosh darn it. This is not making me right. Is this acting under fire or manipulating?
It depends on what you want to do. If you want to bluff the dude, it is manipulating. If you want to like find another way, you can argue for almost whatever role you want. It all depends on what you do.
There's also go aggro is probably a little bit more suited for Rex.
Define go aggro before. I definitely don't do that yet.
Okay, so really easy. So there's two like violence moves, you could say. One is seize by force, which is 2-way violence, and one is go aggro, which is 1-way violence. So basically what aggro is you will threaten him with something, and depending on your role, he will either cave or you will have to do it.
He's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna use that intimidation factor to glare down at him with his angry face. Just be like, "I told you, I passed them. Now you let me pass. I want to get helping."
And he goes, "Now, getting angry is not going to get you through this gate any faster." If you want to go aggro, you have to. Let me say this: if you're trying to angle for aggro, When you go aggro on someone, make it clear what you want them to do and what you will do to them. Roll plus hard. So right now, if that's what you're angling for, you have what you want them to do, but you're not saying what you're going to do to them or brandishing a weapon or whatever.
That's how Rex is gonna die in the first adventure.
Taken out by a bunch of nurses.
Kidney stones did him in.
Oh, I hate you. You had to go with kidney stones.
This is the first thing that came to mind.
You ever felt the pain of a kidney stone? You want to?
I can. This is akin to the gears turning in Rex's own head.
Exactly.
This is real time right now.
You thought I was
Rex is trying to think of what to do.
I'm so sorry. I don't suppose you heard me yelling in the bathroom not too far from here when I was passing him, right?
It's impossible not to, my friend.
Yeah. If you don't move out of the way, you're gonna start screaming harder than that.
Now that works. Okay, roll plus hard, my friend.
10 plus 3.
Dang, dude. Holy crap. Okay, so let's see. On a 10 plus, they have to choose to force your hand and suck it up or cave and do what you want. I think I know what he's doing. Yeah, this poor dude at the front desk who's just doing his residency. He goes, okay, yeah, cool. You know, no more kidney stones. You have no more kidney stones. You're great. No kidney stones.
Rex is just gonna walk on through without saying anything else.
So is Rex just wandering the city now with no guide? Perfect.
Like, oh, great.
Yeah.
He goes back in for a moment sheepishly. He's like, where'd the other ones go?
The man at the desk, Unity, or what did I name him? Anyways, he's terrified that you came back. He's like, I don't. What are you looking at me for? I just work here. Maybe they went back. They probably went to the center of town to get registered, man. I don't know.
All right. And then he turns around and leaves again and heads towards the center of the town.
This man just slumps in his chair and exhales very heavily.
Hey, this is Matt from Game Lance Productions. I play Rex Kilgore, the merciless mercenary. I wanted to say thanks for checking us out and giving us a listen. If you're enjoying what we do, please give us a subscribe and share us with your friends, so you can all tune in regularly to new episodes every other week. A follow or share would really mean a lot to us. Anyway, we got a story to finish. Now, where were we? Can I look at the map now?
Yes.
All right, let's head to the center of town.
You are heading towards the center of town. When you say the center of town, do you mean like where all the roads converge at the point of the river? Or are you just heading towards the biggest building that happens to be near the middle?
Let's go with that one.
Okay, so you're heading towards the center of town. You're moving towards what is the biggest building near the middle. That's probably where the center of town is, where they would be. And so you're walking and you see this large building that is it's one of the nicer ones. It's 3 stories. And you see that there's a staircase going up into the building. There's been some space around the exterior of the building. There's a couple of people just going through. It's the middle of town. This is a common place to end up just passing through as you go to somewhere else. What do you do?
This isn't the building with the slot machine out in front?
It is that same building, but the slot machine is not. It's not like on the front face of the building.
Oh,
it's around the side. It's around the side. You'll have walked around the building, probably.
Hey, a slot machine.
Glad they still have gambling in the apocalypse.
Exactly. Hey, there was some of that in New Orleans. He's gonna go check that out.
You walk up and you see it looks like a slot machine. It's been repurposed, but instead of various like fruits and weird like stars and stuff, you have like a wheel of names and several numbers.
Ooh, let's give it a pull.
Okay, you pull it, and what you have come out is collective 7-8860. Pulls up.
This thing's busted.
Alrighty. Is there anything else that you do?
There's a bunch of people passing by.
Yes.
I was gonna go up to just someone random and just go, "Excuse me. Us is new here. Did you see a group of other new us's going anywhere? I'm trying to look for my friend and his grandson."
The person that you're talking to, he looks to be some kind of like a sanitation worker, a street sweeper or something. He has a broom and he goes, yeah, I think we've seen someone. There was a couple of people. They just came up and got their new names like you just did. They went off. We think they were just registered.
Where would I go to get registered?
You just did it.
Where do I go next?
Well, I mean, we mean you would go and gosh, I freaking hate this. Why on earth do they have to do this stupid we thing? Anyways, we think you need to go and talk to the housing person. They're up north. Dude, just don't report me and I'm fine. Just go north.
Okay. Thanks, y'all. And he walks away into the building.
Good, a sympathizer.
Okay. So you walk up into the building. There's several similar buildings next to it, but you head up into one of them and you see there's just a long rows of beds with chests at the foot of them. And there are stairs leading up to what looks like an office or like a loft.
Well, if there's no one in this main room, then I'll continue up to the loft.
You head up there. You see a door. The door is labeled Collective 6-3143 Housing Supervisor and is locked.
I knock.
You get no answer.
Gee whiz.
What do you do?
Give me a read around of the room one more time.
Okay, so you're in. It's a pretty long room. Think if you're trying to picture it, think like almost aircraft hangar kind of style. It's just a long utilitarian room. There are windows in the sides, and it's just filled with beds. You've got maybe somewhere between like 20 to 35 beds in here. Each bed has a chest at the foot of it. There's doors that you came in, and there's doors at the back to leave and exit this place. And it is currently empty.
Are any of these chests locked?
No.
I just want to pop one open and see what's inside.
Okay. So you head over and you open one of the chests, and inside of it is nothing spectacular. You see a couple of changes of clothes, some dirty socks, a pair of boots that seem to be well worn, but there's really not much in here.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna close it and then I'm gonna head back out to the street. Man, I
Just lost in the
Rex
dystopia.
alone.
Rex is so lost.
Rex solo.
So, I mean, well,
Now remember, you were told by Catherine that there's another contact in here that's not Dr. Dice.
yeah, Rex remembers. He Who is it? It's Golden One. It's a short fellow with dark curly hair.
Yes.
I suppose I look around to see if anyone matches that description. Passing through the streets.
Why don't you?
Would that be a sharp roll?
I think it would. I'm just trying to think if I want you to like read a charged situation because I think that's the closest thing we've got. But I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. Okay, so I guess
Isn't there read a stitch?
Yeah, so I'm just saying there's a couple of options, I think. So, and they have different outcomes. So you could read a sitch, which would just be looking at the area around you, or you could do something under fire, which would be searching for him actively, like going through the city and trying to find him.
I think I would read the sitch first, so I can have a better awareness of where I am.
Cool. Okay, that works.
Okay, I'm gonna roll sharp. That is a 7 + 1.
Okay, so you get to ask one question.
I believe I just leveled up as well.
Oh, sick. So yeah, feel free to take that advancement whenever you'd like.
Can I bank it?
Yes. Yeah, you can bank it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna like put a screen cap of the of what you could do. Control and paste. So you get to ask one of those questions.
Okay. I think, what should I be on the lookout for? Because what I'm trying to determine is I'm either A, looking for the one described to me as Golden Boy, or B, I am looking for my cohorts, and potentially where some people would seem to be going.
Okay, so what you, Rex, need to be on the lookout for, you already know, the description of the person you're looking for. What you really need to be on the lookout for is someone getting suspicious of you. You need to make sure that you, as you look for this person or as you try to find them, that you're not apprehended, basically.
Yeah.
And a quick scan of the area doesn't show him in your like immediate vicinity.
Right. Man, I don't know where I'm going.
Lost in the city, wandering around while sad Hulk music plays in the background.
I'm lost. I don't know where to go from here.
Let's cut over to Dr. Dice. So Bravo and Gregor, they've left to go and get registered. Rex was carted back to pass his kidney stones. And what do you do? What do you do after their examinations?
So about what time of day is it?
It's probably like, I'd say 3 or 4 in the afternoon at this point.
Okay. So, in the community that we live in, she's just going to finish out the rest of her shift for the day, which ends around 5:30, 6 o'clock. The note that she put into Bravo's pocket indicated that she wanted to meet back up with them in the warehouse district at around 6, which is when she knows that she'll definitely be done doing what she's got to do in the medical facility.
Okay. You keep working your shift. At some point, you hear, Rex in the bathroom going, "Oh, these kidney stones really hurt." Ow!
Kidney stones.
You hear him doing that. Yeah, you hear that. You also hear a little later Rex yelling at the poor sap in the front desk. I'm presuming you think nothing of it.
Yeah, just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
So the end of the workday rolls around, and you. Oh, get him. Sorry. Yeah, the end of the workday rolls around. You punch out, and you head to the warehouse that you asked Bravo to meet you in, or the warehouse district.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you describe a little bit of this settlement to me? So this is like clocking out time, like everyone's getting off work. What does it kind of look like just to see like everyone in the streets as they move around?
Because everything's so I imagine this place is pretty boring. Because equality, can't do too much like it's at the end of the day, it's like everyone either heads back to, the housing, or they go to the warehouse districts where there's something to do. I imagine that's where, shops are, and where people go to, where there might be a bar or someplace that people can go unwind for the day, and where, there might be just a little bit more life for all of us to kind of unwind and then get ready for the next morning to go back to work.
Okay. Cool. So you go there. It's it's a pretty normal day. Things are pretty there's pretty standard. Things are going as they normally do. Bravo and Gregor, did you find the note, and are you meeting her here?
So as soon as we got into our bunks and we were left alone, I sat down on, is it like a bunk bed or a hammock or what?
They're bunk beds, yes.
Okay, I sat down on my bunk bed, pulled out the note, and I met in
On about boy.
Met in the. Oh,
That you got.
I like move over close and I like whisper like, Dr. Dice gave me this note. I'm reading it. Met in the. Ooh, this one's hard.
Warehouse.
Warehouse. Thanks. Met in the warehouse.
It's where we're supposed to meet her tonight.
Okay. Wait, what's that last one? Oh, 6 p.m. 6 p.m.
6 o'clock.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Reading lessons. Yes.
Bravo's a little sheepish and embarrassed that he can't read, but he takes what help he can get.
Alrighty, perfect. So,
I just want to interject with some important information that Rex is going to ask someone after standing around for an hour or two and being hopelessly lost. Rex is going to ask someone where the bar is.
Already?
He grabs some random person, not like physically, but gets some random person. He's like, where can us get a drink around here?
Alrighty. The person, she goes and she tells you, well, everyone at the end of the day goes down to the warehouse district. That's where all the fooderies and the bars are, and this is where the social life is. Once you clock out, it's where you head.
Can you point me in that direction? Us? Point? Yeah.
She looks at you kind of squinty and just kind of points to the west. It's like, so over there. How do you not know this?
I'm new here.
Oh, okay.
We's new here.
Okay, well, if you'd like, I can take you there after I clock out. I'm just running some errands for the factory right now.
No, it's fine. Think so.
Okay.
And he heads off to the warehouse district.
We're so lucky as to see him while we're walking in that direction.
No, you're not. I'm trying to think dramatically. No, so you and Gregor approach the warehouse district. You don't see Rex, but you are able to get to the spot where Dr. Dice specified that you would be able to meet up, and I believe, and you get there before she does.
I try to loiter inconspicuously.
What does that look like? What does loitering inconspicuously look like for Bravo?
Actually, I look around. So, are there people around where we're standing? I assume we're kind of on the corner of like a city block.
Yeah, there's a couple of people. It's not full yet. There are some people that, depending on their chores, get off earlier, but so there are a couple people. It's starting to fill up, but it's not full yet.
How do they look? Do they look beaten down or resigned, or are they like kind of like happy to be done with work?
Yeah, they're just happy to be done with work. They're pretty Like you don't see anyone. You don't see people walking in like stooped over with a limp and like bruises all over their face. No, they're pretty normal people. Just come in after a hard day's work.
Okay. I sidle up to Gregor. I'm like, this place isn't really as evil as I expected.
Very true. I was thinking the same thing here. You look about the same as folks back home. This might just only be seeing the I was gonna say the tip of the iceberg, but I imagine global warming has done away with those. So
See the tip of the rock mound.
yeah. Might not be seeing what's really going on here though. Let's wait to make any judgments until we can talk to Dice. She'll know more.
Kind of gesture to a random passerby and like gesture them over.
A woman approaches. She's got her hair in a ponytail.
Hi, I'm new here. My name's Everybody 7-1082. I mean, Wee's name is that. What's your name? Your name.
And the woman goes, well, Wee's name is Equality 66960. Thank you for asking.
So nice. So nice to make your acquaintance. Say, how long have you lived here in this fine community?
She says, oh, we've been here for a couple of years. It's been wonderful.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Everything seems to be pretty swell.
We'd say so, yes. Everything, we have enough to eat. We have a job. We have sturdy walls to protect us, and we've never known anything to really go wrong here.
Okay. Just, because we is new here and having experienced some other communities and their interesting quirks, are there any like random citizen purges that happen here?
And she looks at you like she looks at you with concern and goes, random citizen purges? No. Heavens no.
Okay, just making sure. Are there any like, if you have a different opinion than the group, do you get tortured?
And she's looking very concerned now. She's going, we've never known anyone with different opinions than we.
Oh,
That's because we are all living in harmony.
okay.
I'd like to walk
Do
up
people
and
get executed when they reach a certain
just trod
age?
forcibly on Bravo's foot at this point.
Oh,
How clumsy of me. Sorry.
Grandpa!
My young companion. I kind of put my arm around him and steer him away.
Okay.
Sometimes, Bravo, direct approach is not the best approach.
Just doing a little bit of reconnoitering. I smile very smugly at using the word reconnoitering because I only learned that one last week, and Bravo's just like, yes, vocabulary.
You wander through the crowd a little bit to lose this lady, and eventually you find Dr. Dice. She's coming up.
It's together, number, string of numbers. The doctor who I met today for the first time.
His we.
I think as Bravo goes, hey, the big arm gesture, I just grab his arm and yank it back down.
Yeah, keep that a little down low. We don't like it very much.
Oh. We as in like everybody, or we as in like you specifically?
We as in like everybody.
Is this the royal we? Okay.
Not too big, not too bodacious. We are all equal here.
I make a mental note to look up the word bodacious later.
And so when you say that, Dr. Dice, that we are all equal here, you hear another voice that says, yes, we are all equal here. And you turn, or at least some of you turn, and you see a short man with black curly hair. He has approached you. He says, my good friend, we see you've found some new friends.
Yes, we have. We got the opportunity to meet them in the examination center on their way into town. Lovely new folks they are.
Oh yes.
What a golden opportunity to make a new friend. I do like a big wink.
He looks at you and goes, I think golden would be the perfect word for that. But I think, three's company, but four is a party. Wouldn't you say?
We are missing one. We noticed. I hate it. I hate this so much.
Same.
We noticed you are missing. You guys got new names. What are your names?
Oh, we is everybody 71082.
And we is Cosmopolitan 9-7589.
So fancy. Hey,
I'm writing down the numbers.
I think so. I convinced him that Rex had a kidney stone when he was about to fail the temple interview.
Hey, I'm really glad. I think you may have had a bit too much to drink. Why don't you come back to my place and you can take a rest?
Okay.
And he leans in and goes, look, not in public.
I glance around now, looking for cameras or recording devices. Are there any obvious Big Brother kind of things?
It sounds like you're reading a sitch.
I seem to be reading a sitch. Okay. Here we go. Woo. I got a 5 total.
Okay. Well, so you look around and you look around, you don't see any cameras. What you do see is one lady, Equality 6-6960, and you see her talking to someone who is dressed in protective gear and is carrying a long nightstick, and she is pointing in your direction.
Wait a second. Was that the lady that I talked to earlier?
Indeed it was.
That traitor.
So
I lean in and I say, looks like we have company. Where's your place? Split up and meet back there later after we know we haven't been followed.
and Kulla, Golden One, he looks and he goes, he looks and he sees what you see and he goes, alrighty, that sounds like a good plan. He tells you where to find him, and then you all split up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go looking for Rex.
I'm probably gonna go with Bravo so he doesn't introduce himself to anybody else.
Can split up and find a place. I understand the danger now.
Maybe
Alrighty.
you can. Rex is having trouble with that.
So we see this huddle of 4 people. It just bursts. We see Golden One go off in one direction. We see Dr. Dice go off in another, and we see Gregor and Bravo. They go off as a pair. We see the crowd. They're still milling about. We see this armed man and Equality come up to where they were, and we see our good friend Rex entering the fray just a few seconds too late. But we cut to black. Thanks to Mackenzie, who wrote our intro music, and thank you to Audionautics for all the other music that you hear throughout this podcast.